How do you make a good decision? Is it possible to plan for a good decision? My name is Bill Warner. This is Leadership Made Clear with a leadership tip for you today. How do you make a good decision? Is there a way to plan it out to at least increase the likelihood that the decision we make is going to be a good one, a better one? Well, there is. And in fact, if we don't plan to make a good decision, if we don't have a plan and don't have some criteria to go through, sooner or later that's going to come back to bite us. Now, we all know someone who shoots from the hip, right? They're presented with something and they make a decision and it works out. Let me assure you that is the exception and not the rule. The rest of us mere mortals, we need to have a plan to make a good decision. And so we can have a little bit more surety, but it won't be foolproof. Nothing is foolproof. You know the saying, we build something that's foolproof and we will just find a bigger fool. This is not foolproof. It still may be a bad decision, but it increases the chances of making a good decision. What I'm about to share with you, I learned the basics and foundation of it from a coach, Rob Lynn, who's just a really smart person, and I really appreciate what he taught. So I'm going to share some of that with you today. First, you must list what is valuable to the organization. What are those things that are really valuable to the organization? Some common items that people would include would be staff, customers, finance. These are some pretty typical things that are important to the organization. So list those things that are of vital importance. Now keep in mind, if everything is important, if everything is valuable, then nothing is important, nothing is valuable. So keep this to about a handful, 2 at the most valuable things to the organization. Number 2, you begin to ask yourself, how does this decision affect this item of value? How does this decision affect the staff? Is it a positive thing? Is it a double positive thing? Is it a negative thing? Or a double negative thing? Or is it neutral? This really doesn't affect the staff. And you go through your list. How does it affect customers? How does it affect finance? Positive, double positive, negative, double negative, or neutral. And you begin to make a simple graph. Now, there are 2 parts to this, and the next video is going to be part 2. You're going to construct a graph that helps you to see what is a good decision. Now, keep in mind, if this has a negative to it, that doesn't mean you don't make the decision. It gives you the ability to make a plan to mitigate as much as possible the negative components of this decision. So this is how you think through something carefully and clearly and thoroughly in order to make a good decision. If we don't do this, sooner or later it will come back to bite us. The next video will contain the other part of the graph, and you will be well on your way to making good decisions. Bill Warner, Leadership Made Clear. Have a great day and make some great decisions today.